Good evening, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. Jack Vader by my side, as always, my main man, Mando.
Hey, everybody.
Mando, how's everything, brother?
Good.
All right. So, a lot of good stuff happened in the Star Wars world this past week. We had the major HasLab. HasLab got funded, guys. The Mos Eisley Cantina got the deluxe version, and congrats to everybody that got one. I wish they would have hit. We got 2 of the 3 tiers.
Yeah.
The only one we're missing was the that Wolfman alien. I don't even know his name, but we're gonna start trying to collect up some of those Cantina aliens and get that done. So we got the Dragonfly on the way from G.I. Joe, and then we got the Ghost, and then this is probably sometime next year. Yeah. But that's not what we're here for. Yeah. Amanda, what are we here for?
Today we got Luke's X-wing.
Luke's X-wing. So I have reviewed X-wing before. It's the same mold. And I've had this particular, the Leader 1, Luke's X-wing, boxed up. So we just pulled this bad boy out, and man, it really shines. Yeah. So I didn't even really notice like the differences in the paint job and all the other stuff, the work that's put into this versus the other one until I saw it just now. So we went ahead and broke out the other ones. We're gonna do a little comparison too. So without further ado, let's get a full review on this bad boy. Yeah. Okay, starting off with the packaging, guys. If you know me, you know my channel, you know I love the vintage collecting packaging because, man, it just brings you back to those days. Back in the 80s, this is exactly how it would have looked like, except it wouldn't have said this here. It would have just had the Kenner, it wouldn't have had the Hasbro or the Disney, but it would have had a shot of the vehicle and a bunch of figures in there. And this is how they would sell you the figures, because back then they had the famous saying, figures and vehicles sold separately. And you know, they started putting the figures in there later on. But man, these early boxes from the vintage collection, man, they are really good. Super strong corrugated cardboard, nice glossy finish, good pictures. We got a couple features on the side, writing on the bottom. We got another picture on top, and just more features on the other side. Great box, very collectible, and I will have this displayed. Yeah. Let's get that out of the way. And there it is, guys. We have several different Lukes. One with this one here, which is the San Diego Comic-Con version of the Legacy figure. The reason we picked this
is because the ladder.
Because it comes with a ladder, and it looks really good. So, probably not going to be the Luke that I like, because that face, it looks almost like the Joker or something. And I don't know, it's just that Luke is definitely off. Probably going to use one of the newer ones. And this one's okay, it does the trick. Yeah. But the hips aren't right. The new one's got the better hips, so it probably fit a little bit better. I like the Saga version the best because of the color of the jumpsuit. But other than that, this is a good little stand-in. This is what the packaging looks like. If you want to get this particular Luke with this ladder, this is what you got to look for here. These are not that expensive, guys. So 20, 30 bucks on eBay if I'm not mistaken. So that's what it looks like there. Let's get that out of the way. Let's get Luke out of the way, and we will get right into this. So just to be clear, this does not come with any figures. You know, I got R2 in there because there's a big gap and it just doesn't look right without Astromech Droid in there. And I wanted you to see it with the with Luke next to the X-wing. Okay. With this one, you wanted to look at the paint. The paint, I mean, from the front all the way through, guys. This thing is just covered with dirt, soot, smog, and just battle scars, scratches, blasts, dings, all the way through. I mean, the wash all the way here in the machine parts, the engines. Yeah. There's you can see like trails of just spots where it's just been hit, dirt. Chipped. Man, the amount of detail that goes into this one is probably on par with the HasLab. You know, and if you have a HasLab, you know what I mean. And we'll get to that in a minute. Want to point out that the blasters, you're going to notice, are a little bent up, and it's easy fix, guys. That's just the way it came in a box. It's been in there several years, and just wasn't packed right or whatever, so it's bent. So you just hit that with a hot air dryer, straighten them out. So I'm not going to mess with that right now. That's all you got to do to fix that. Not a big deal. Yeah. Okay. So let's get into the features. First thing I want to point out, guys, is the landing gear on this X-wing is flawed. It doesn't work right. It'll hold like this, but the second you start messing around with it, it's just they're gonna flip in, and just because of the way it's set up. Not so much the front, the back ones. Yeah. And I'll get to that in a moment. So let's start off here in the cockpit. So the cockpit is just riddled with detail. The control center here, the control stick, it's got an ability to pop out. Let me get this out of here, out of the way, so we can
Move it around better.
Look better into the cockpit area. And I love how it's attached by a string here, so you don't lose it.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
very smart.
I'm already losing my my landing gear. So inside, you're going to see the seat, the pads. They're all detailed. Everything's colored. We got the targeting computer, which will come out. Let me see if I can. Comes out and rotates this way for you know, when you got to target the Death Star or whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
And
get the missile in.
yeah. So that gets right in front of this face. It looks really good. Really cool detail. Let's get the cockpit back in now. And I want you to notice the control panels. It's completely colored with paint. Even the buttons. It looks really good, guys. And this is the only one that's like that. It's the reason I'm making a big deal about it, because it just looks so much better. The amount of work that they put into this thing versus
very nice.
Versus the newer ones. That's all. You know. So
yeah.
let me get this back in real quick.
Yeah. It's a smart idea to have the string on. It's just not a very smart connection.
Yes, absolutely. So let me show you. This is where your astromech droid goes in. Little hole there. Even the inside is painted. So it's really cool feature, guys. I really like that a lot. Let's get R2 back in there. Looking good. And I've already showed you the paint and stuff here. Guys, this is just unreal. Now you go over to the blasters. They've gone through the detail of putting these stripes on here. This is not on the other X-Wings. So this is just very screen accurate to Luke's X-Wing.
Yeah.
Okay. To get it to the back. This is the feature that we're looking for here. That's going to open up the X-Wing. You push this down and split it to the right there, and it's going to hold. Okay. Now, does it hold that good? I'll let you be the judge. Okay. I'm not too big a fan on that, but again, we're not playing with these things. They're going to be on a static display, so that's how it's going to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's just how that goes, guys.
That's how it's made.
Close that back up. I want to get to the bottom now. Okay. This is what I'm talking about as far as landing gear goes. This is the way it's set up. It doesn't have a good pivot point, and every time you push on it, it's going to flop down and do that. So
yeah,
just one of those things. All right, not a huge deal, not a deal breaker, but if you're messing around with it, it's usually going to do that. Okay, this is going to be a little storage space on the bottom. This is where Luke kept his food stuff when he crashed on Dagobah.
Yeah.
More on that in a minute. Close that bad boy up. Here we have the rocket. So that's going to be the torpedo that takes out the Death Star. Okay, get that out of the way.
And its button is very hard to find. It's that little clear spot right there.
Go ahead, man. We'll get a shot out. And that shot way on the floor, about good 12 feet. So
yeah.
That's a good missile. Good missile there. Okay, and you're going to see more details on the bottom, guys. And I want to say this is second to none. I mean, all the way through this little grill area, the wash, everything is pointed out. The scrub, the brush, everything looks great here, guys. The paint is outstanding all the way through. Even in the back, the jet turbines, everything looks really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's compare this thing to the other X-Wings in our collection. Mando, do us a favor and go ahead and get the...
I know what I need to get.
Get that one for us.
There you go.
Okay. Let me get this landing gear.
Oh. Apparently the landing gear is on all of them. Sorry.
Yeah, the landing gear, we already talked about that. It's not very good in the back, but it's just the way it's going to be there.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get Luke out of the way. And we got a third surprise entry, guys.
Ta-da-da.
We have Dagobah. Dagobah. This is going to be the Luke Skywalker X-Wing from the Saga series. Can I see that box real quick?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to show you the packaging on this one. And I didn't want to do a separate review on this. I just want to show you what the box looks like so you know what I'm talking about. This is going to be the Dagobah Crash X-Wing. Same mold. And comes in this box. Comes with a little diorama. It's pretty cool. And I didn't really want to break it out because I do like the diorama, but the box is beat up and it's not a really good display piece anymore. So I just wanted to show you a different version of the X-Wing.
Yeah.
Get that back out of the way.
Okay.
All right, so first let's get a good wide shot of these bad boys. You're going to notice the paint job is completely different on all these, okay? Yeah. So come on over here to this one. Compare right here. Okay, you're gonna have yellow here, where this one here doesn't have anything. And this is gonna be the red letter 3, which is, I forget the guy's name, but this buddy that gets shot down.
Yeah, sadly.
Going all the way back, there's almost no paint on this one. Yeah. Okay.
Way brighter.
You see here on the grill, there's no wash in here. There's no chips, no dents, no smog, no dirt.
Yeah.
They try to put a little bit here, but it's very light, very faint. There's no wash at all here. Okay, going into the cockpit. Let's just see the control panel. The control panel looks very bland, okay? And I thought it has some details in it, but compared to this one, it's completely different. Let's go open this one bad boy back over here.
Yeah.
And look at that. It is night and day, okay?
Yeah.
Night and day. So let's look at our third entry over here. Again, completely different.
Yeah.
Okay, this one actually has a different cockpit.
Yeah.
Different.
It's more square.
Yeah, much improved over the years. So, all the same features though, guys.
Yeah.
And this is all removable. I just leave that in there because that's just the way it was.
Yeah.
But you're gonna see there's no paint like this one here. It does have paint. I don't want you to think it's not painted.
Yeah.
Like this part here is just like a piece of plastic. This isn't painted. This stuff's got a little bit of paint, whatnot. All right.
It could have more.
It could definitely have more. But this one was made to be covered up with the sea moss or whatever, the swamp moss.
That's the paint for it, basically.
Pretty much. Okay, so there it is with the 3 X-wings from my collection. These two are Luke's X-wing, and this was Leader 3.
Yeah.
If you remember the name of the pilot, please put that in the comment section. All right, so let's get this one out of the way.
Okay, I'll get this one
Out of the way. Let's do a comparison with our favorites.
Okay, you get yours, I'll get mine.
Size comparison time with Imperial Shuttle and Republic Gunship.
Yes.
Okay, just to see the size of it and the comparison. So you can see the X-wing stacks up pretty good. And one of my favorite, most iconic ships for the good guys.
Yeah.
That you can actually have. So it hangs right up there with both the Republic Gunship, and it hangs pretty well with the Imperial Shuttle.
Yeah.
Mando, what's your favorite X-wing out of the ones we had today?
Either the swamp one or this one. I kind of like the swamp one because of what other stuff that came with, and also I like the swampy look of it.
I do too. It's a real nice one. It's probably going to be a little bit cheaper than this one here. This was going to be the Toys R Us special version. The swamp one does come with, even though it's not very articulated, it does come with a Luke. It does come with a little swamp creature.
Yeah.
It does come with a little diorama. This one comes with nothing. Everything you see in this is you get the ship, you get nothing else. So there is that. But as far as the paint guys goes, you're not going to get anything better than the Toys R Us version that we reviewed today.
Yeah.
So with that said, I appreciate y'all coming out, watching this review. Mando, wants to take us out tonight.
Okay. Everybody, may the force be with you.